Breaking news, cash-in-transit heist suspect Wellington Bibi Cenenda is to remain in custody in Mpumalanga. The alleged cash-in-transit kingpin was arrested during a crime intelligence operation. Bibi is allegedly linked to at least 23 heists across Mpumalanga, Gauteng, the Northwest and Limpopo. Investigators believe he and his associates may have made off with more than 45 million rand over the past 2 years. Bibi is scheduled to appear in court soon.
In today's episode of Shadows of SA, we explore one of Tembiza's most elusive and feared figures. A man allegedly raised by veteran kingpins and molded into a precision-driven cash-in-transit mastermind. Wellington Bibi Cenenda. For years, he moved quietly through Gauteng's underworld until one shocking heist in 2018 changed everything. After that, he disappeared, living under false identities for 2 years before finally being arrested. Even now, almost 7 years later, his trial still hangs in limbo. This is the rise, the legend, and the downfall of Tembiza's most wanted. Wellington Bibi Cenenda. To understand Bibi, you must first understand the world that raised him. He grew up in Kalambaso, a well-known section of Tembiza. Word on the street says that in the 90s, Kalambaso was one of the most dangerous pockets of the township, an area marked by poverty, gangs, and constant violence. Like many families in the area, Bibi was raised mainly by his mother, fighting daily to survive. In his early teens, he allegedly drifted into petty crime, first house break-ins, thane cars. What made his name echo across Tembiza wasn't violence. It was driving. According to old heads from the area, Bibi was one of the most skilled getaway drives of his generation. He wasn't flashy, but he had one weakness: beautiful cars. In the hood, a powerful car isn't just transport. It's a badge of honor. The 90s across Gauteng and Soweto were flooded with car theft syndicates. Teenagers allegedly stealing multiple cars a day. Many reportedly earning more money than their entire households combined. This generation grew up under men shaped by the militant 1970s and the turbulent 1980s, an era of uprisings, political warfare, and township resistance. That militant mindset passed into the next generation, sometimes turning into full-blown criminal militancy. And among the most feared names of that era was a man known simply as Bless. The kingpin who opened the door. Bless, believed to be Blessing from Tshipo according to street rumors, was more than a robber. He was allegedly a kingpin. A strategist. A man with deep underworld networks across Gauteng. His specialty? Robberies. Highly planned, high-stakes robberies. It is widely rumored that Bless was the one who introduced Bibi to the world of cash-in-transit operations. By then, Bibi had already built a reputation behind the wheel. But under Bless and another seasoned hustler, Mabuti, he allegedly learned planning, logistics, and the blueprint thinking of a mastermind. Bless's criminal chapter reportedly ended around 2010 in a robbery gone wrong in Bedfordview. Streets whispers claim the crew targeted Chinese money couriers, but the job may have been a trap. Both Bless and Mabuti were taken out that day. With the two veterans gone, a vacuum opened. And Bibi allegedly stepped forward. Using everything he had learned, connections, discipline, and operational planning, he rose steadily through the ranks. Until he wasn't just a driver anymore. He was the man designing the operations. Making of a mastermind. Despite the wealth allegedly flowing from cash-in-transit robberies, Bibi kept a low profile. He didn't flaunt luxury. He didn't brag. He reportedly let the streets do the talking. As money accumulated, Bibi allegedly bought taxes to clean proceeds and invested in properties, houses in Bloemfontein and Cenenda among them. His crews weren't just from Tembiza. According to investigators, he worked with gangsters across Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, and the Northwest. Media reports later claimed his crew pulled in 46 million rand over just 2 years. But Bibi's shadow became a national headline on one specific day. The explosive 2018 Boksburg heist. May 17, 2018. Boksburg. 2 armored vans leave a depot for Absa Bank. Multiple cars suspected to be part of a coordinated unit begin tailing the convoy. The attack happens on Atlas Road, a location investigators say was chosen for its tactical advantages. More than 10 suspects allegedly move in formation. Automatic rifles erupt. Guards scatter for cover. Witnesses describe a military-style operation. Then comes the moment that shocks South Africa. The vans are blown open with powerful explosives. Smoke fills the air. Money bags are grabbed. Firearms are taken. The robbers vanish. A high-speed chase breaks out. Ground units and a police helicopter join in. Several suspects flee toward hostel in Johannesburg, where arrests follow shortly after. At least one rifle is recovered. 2 guards are injured, one shot in the leg, the other sustaining a head injury. Banks and insurance giants allegedly place intense pressure on the government to stop the syndicate. Suddenly, the man known as Bibi becomes priority number 1. The manhunt. The Hawks launch an intelligence-driven operation. Investigators reportedly cross-reference cell phone movements. Known robbers recently released on bail or parole. Communications between suspects. Geographic patterns near heist locations. One member allegedly used 20 phones and 50 SIM cards trying to hide. The database starts with 400 names. Then drops to 153. Then 12. And finally 5 key players. Among Bibi's alleged lieutenants were Selo the teacher, Senyatsi. Theto the bomber, Kaupatu. Spikeri. Kelvin. Jabloni, Boy, among others. Police say several members had military-style training, explaining their precision. The bomber. One name stands out. Theto, also known in the streets as the bomber. A Botswana man allegedly skilled in explosives. His criminal history reportedly includes a 2011 escape from custody at police station in Botswana before entering South Africa. Stories claim he sometimes coordinated operations from inside prison using phones, laptops, and outside accomplices. But the bomber had one fatal flaw: he loved to show off. Photos of cash, cars, and expensive clothing on social media reportedly helped investigators track him down. The ghost years. After several lieutenants were arrested, Bibi vanished. For 2 years, he reportedly lived like a phantom. 1 week seen in Tembisa, the next rumored to be in Cenenda, then gone again. Most of his time was allegedly spent in Bloemfontein, under a new identity. Mosi Mela. At first, he kept quiet. But over time, according to sources, he grew comfortable, too comfortable. He was eventually caught driving a stolen vehicle believed by some to be part of a future heist plan. Once he was in custody, older charges resurfaced, including a 2016 shootout where a security guard was killed during an attempted CIT robbery in Mpumalanga. Police say that in that incident, a 12-man crew was planning to hit a cash van on Delmas Road. A multi-unit intelligence response intercepted them. The fall of a generation? Today, Bibi has been awaiting trial for nearly 7 years. The charge haunting him the most is the alleged murder of a security guard in Gil, Mpumalanga. Meanwhile, many of his closest comrades are gone. Reports claim 5 to 10 Tembisa members linked to his circle were killed in Cape Town during a failed CIT heist. From the era of kingpins like Bless to the modern underworld, Bibi is one of the few remaining names still alive. South Africa's underworld is a sign of the government not being able to provide opportunities for the less privileged. Wellington Bibi Cenenda allegedly rose from the streets of Tembisa to become one of the most studied cash-in-transit masterminds of his era. A man shaped by poverty, trained by kingpins, carried by disciplined planning, and ultimately undone by the very world that created him. This has been Shadows of S.A. Tembisa's Most Wanted, the Heist Mastermind. Please subscribe to the channel.